Hello and welcome to the Hold My Beard Marketing Podcast. I'm Jake the Wizard here with Mitch Barham. What's going on?
Yo, just keep it on. Oh, that was
Yeah?
horrible. That was horrible.
You want to
Keep it
start
on, keep
over?
it on. No.
I wasn't going to anyways.
Good. Okay. I was like, no, that's just. I mean, how it's not an episode if I don't look stupid at least like 10 times. So,
Well, we're off to a great start.
damn right.
Let me just add another mark to the chalk list I've got over here. If you've never been here before, this is a marketing news, updates, advice, tips podcast for people who care about that kind of stuff. We are going to just jump in today. How about some news?
I love news. I love news.
Well, you know me. I always like to start it simple, start it fun. This one came across my desk and I went, okay. Apparently we've built an AI that can smell counterfeit sneakers.
What? What?
Yes, so there is a handheld device called the Osmo that is a scent processing AI device, and it can understand if the sneaker that it's smelling is in fact a counterfeit based off of the molecules contained in the sneaker. So the counterfeit sneaker market, you are on your way out.
That is wild. Like, I would love to kind of understand how AI can smell. That is interesting.
Again, I wish I understood this more thoroughly, but here is it converts it to color and then processes the color.
Yeah.
AI, man. Like, I just want to throw this in there because it's like, this is where AI is going.
That's wild.
And this isn't the first type of story like this. A while back, this is like a couple of years old now, where they were able to feed it was x-rays, skeletal x-rays into a machine, and it could detect if people had cancer or not from the x-rays.
Wow.
And like the x-ray has nothing to do with cancer detection or anything like that, but it was like 99.7% accurate or something like that.
That's wild. Dude, AI is going to be wild. The
Absolutely.
use cases are just going to be bananas.
I always think of, you ever seen the movie Idiocracy?
Oh, yeah. Oh, God, yeah.
One of my favorites. But when he goes to the doctor and he hands him all the probes, he's like, okay, hold these two, put this one in your mouth and this one in your butt. Yep. Wait, no. And he switches them around, but then it like spits out the answer. Like, that's not unrealistic at some point in the future.
Yeah, can't wait. What was the electrolytes that they put on all their plants?
Brondo, man.
Brondo.
It's got electrolytes.
Yeah, Brondo.
It's what plants crave.
Greatest movie ever.
I actually rewatched it recently. I don't know if you remember, but he tries to convince them that the plants need water.
Mm-hmm.
And in the end, he just tells them he can talk to plants and they're asking for water. Like, that's, he can't convince them about the electrolytes.
Yep. They were so dumb.
Oh my goodness. And that's AI overviews right there. I can talk to plants.
I can talk to plants. There you go. AI overviews.
Trust me, I swear. All right. Well, insult to injury, Google, without actually ever recovering from their August core update, has decided to drop a November core update to their search algorithm. It started 2 days ago, and will see.
It only makes sense to do it during the busiest online time of the year. Only makes sense.
Like, why? Just wait until after Black Friday.
No.
Just wait.
No. That would make too much sense, Jake. Like, no. Now, my question for you, while you were saying the title of this and talking about it real quick, is do you suspect that any of this core update is to roll back some of their August core update that never recovered?
Really, really, really tough to say. They've given us, in fact, somebody did a comparison on Twitter of the description of what this algorithmic update is. And they went back and looked at past descriptions. And it's like, oh, they just had AI rewrite 2 or 3 of these other boilerplate updates.
Oh.
We know nothing about the purpose of this update other than it's a core update.
I don't know. Something tells me I guess not something tells me. I hope it's to undo their August debacle and fix some of that, but odds are it's not.
Well, if we want to put on, tinfoil hats,
Mm-hmm.
There is some hubbub. If you are an American, you know that well, I guess if you're a human being, you probably know recently that America went through a election cycle.
We did?
We did.
What?
And there is some tinfoil hat communities of the SEO that think that the August update was to adjust the algorithm for that purpose
Right.
and then adjust it back now afterwards.
I mean, I can see it. I don't think it's too far fetched. Like, they've been caught suppressing stuff in the past. So,
I'm not a tinfoil hat in this, but I am tinfoil adjacent.
ooh, I like that.
Yeah, yeah. I'm
Okay.
in proximity with tinfoil, especially when it comes to Google updates. It's been an absolute dumpster fire, my favorite term to call things.
Yeah, I think I'm pretty well full blown tinfoil hat. Just because I like at this point, nothing would surprise me. Nothing would surprise me between online platforms, marketing, the government, anything. Like I'm full on tinfoil hat. There's probably some little gray men right now watching our first episode that are like, hey, these guys are awesome.
I mean, if you want a real treat and see how the community really feels about Google right now, I posted a video yesterday about this
Mm-hmm.
on TikTok, and it's up to 75,000 views,
Dang.
and the comments are just a treat to read.
I'm gonna have to go read the comments. I saw the video. I liked it, but I'll have to go read the comments when I have time
Yeah,
later.
if you want to know people's real sentiment about where Google's at right now, like I think his name's Brian Fox, the new head of Google search.
Mm-hmm.
Go read my comments, man. You
I'm,
might
I'm,
learn a thing or two about
I'm
how
ass-
people feel about Google.
well, I'm assuming it's all positive.
Oh, extremely
Yeah.
supportive of,
Yeah.
you know, we all want to support the little guy is really what it comes down to.
Yeah. The little guy. I mean, they're down to 88% market share from what you were telling me. So I mean, they're kind of the little guy right now.
Yeah, absolutely. They're getting absolutely crushed by that 12%.
Hammered.
I saw a graph the other day. Maybe I can find it, but it was how many searches are done on different platforms per day.
Mm-hmm.
Google obviously being number one. What do you think that number was? Number of daily searches.
Billion.
You're going to have to go much higher than that, my man.
2 trillion. Higher?
Well, okay, nah, you need jerk. Over under, man. 9.8 billion searches a day.
Dude, that's still huge.
I mean,
That's
I probably
every human
search...
being on Earth at least once.
Well, and you have to take out China.
Oh,
Because of
shoot,
Baidu.
that's right. I forgot about that.
You have to take China out of that mix. So what I found interesting is that the number 5 is LinkedIn
Really?
with like 3 billion searches a day.
LinkedIn.
LinkedIn.
That
And
is
Pinterest
shocking.
right behind it at like 4.7.
Really? Wow. I mean, Pinterest, okay. Like if you had said Pinterest number 5, I still would have been like, really? But like, man, it makes more sense. LinkedIn's just like, that's just interesting. That's
I know.
Wonder where Ask
know.
Jeeves falls. Miss that guy.
Honorable mention.
You know, they did that in what is it called? The in memoriam. Ask Jeeves.
Oh man. I remember being in middle school and using Dogpile.
Dogpile. Yeah.
Remember Dogpile? We need to
Uh-huh.
bring Dogpile back.
We do.
So, this is my favorite story of the day, though. We've talked about this a few times. I'm a WordPress first agency from a dev's perspective, but we don't like Elementor. I don't have anything against Elementor. I just think that their software has achieved neglectedness from a development perspective.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And so I wake up to this article. There's an add-on, Elementor add-on. So it's not Elementor itself, but an add-on specifically for Elementor that's used on 400,000 sites, had a security vulnerability, and allowed people to attack sites utilizing that compromised add-on.
Wow. Does it say what add-on it is?
Happy add-ons.
Happy add-ons. Interesting.
Now, granted, WordPress is an open source platform.
Yeah.
There's a lot of plugins and add-ons and things in that system.
Mm-hmm.
There's gonna be vulnerabilities just at the scale that it is. You just can't.
100%. One of the Easy Pixel plugins recently had a kind of like a vulnerability and fully, I think we used like Jetpack security or whatever it is, whatever their secure thing is. And it caught it and like quarantined it and everything, but it was trying to like redirect to random sites. It had a vulnerability in it. It probably got hacked or whatever. Happened to a site we manage, and then a couple of our other clients, their sites. And I was like, hey, do you have this pick or this add-on? They were like, yeah. I'm like, remove it. Like, just remove it and use something else. So that's the problem.
Yeah. An extension of this story, I didn't include this one, but someone's been going through and hacking sites and redirecting them to CBD products.
Oh, nice.
One of which was the Vatican.
Oh, no kidding.
No kidding.
Wow. The Vatican.
So, yeah.
Could you imagine being like, hey, I wonder what's going on in Catholic news? And you go to the Vatican.com and then all of a sudden, like, oh, buy weed. What?
Huh?
Okay, I guess the Pope wants us to take CBD.
I mean, I knew we were supposed to love each other, but
Oh, man.
Oh my gosh. This is interesting. Haro, Helper Reporter / Connectively, because they rebranded, is closing its doors. One of the largest backlink opportunity outreach platforms that's been running for what, 15, 20 years almost?
Long time, yeah.
Is shutting itself down. I'm not sure why. It doesn't really disclose those details. This is the end of an era of internet if this is dying from a marketing perspective.
Okay, yes. Do you think it has anything to do with like the slow death of legacy media and the lack of trust in journalism? And honestly, I don't know about you, but like we tried multiple times to get, stuff accepted with links and everything, but then like it never seemed to work. Maybe we just sucked at writing, but I wonder if it has anything to do with just like the death of legacy media and like journalism as a whole. Like nobody trusts it anymore.
I mean,
tinfoil hat.
Yeah, we actually had built a whole automated process for utilizing Haro once upon a time. And when our response rates dipped below, what was it, 1.8% response rate, we shut that program down. I'm not sure if it was just that everybody else did that, so we were just spamming the crud out of them, or what. Yeah. I may be contributory to this shutdown. It's very possible.
Damn it, Jake.
But something will rise in its place for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Also, Search Engine Roundtable, I really do appreciate your use of AI-generated images here. There's some magic going on in this.
What's the correlation between that image and this? Is it because of the connectivity?
Maybe. Also, it's Google's colors, which doesn't really apply. I don't know. But Search Engine Roundtable, keep it up. Keep up the solid work. It on. I actually have nothing against AI images.
No. I mean, it is a cool image.
So before we get to our big topic for the day, I want to play a little game.
Are we playing Never game. Have I Ever?
No. We're going to do a little top 5 segment. Uh-oh. Okay. I have a list of the 5 biggest rebrand failures provided by Expert Market. I want to see if you can guess them.
Oh, God. I'm about to fail so hard. All right.
I will state that these are all within the last maybe 2-3 years rebrand failures according to Expert Market.
Okay. So I have to guess the brand?
Guess the brand.
Oh, God.
And they're all big. There's no obscureness in here.
Okay. Can I just say Bluey the whole time?
Well, a couple of them are blue.
Oh, okay. Well, there we go. So far, I'm on a good track to doing good on this. So, yeah.
So let's see. One of them, I'll give you a hint, is a social media platform.
Social media platform rebrand. Epic failure. Well, it's probably okay. The only one I'm gonna go with is X.
Twitter X, number 1 on their list for brand failures or rebrand weird. Failures. I mean, it's the tweet.
Yeah,
we lost the tweet.
I think people still call it Twitter. I mean, that or it's just like Twitter X.
I still do.
Yeah,
it will be Twitter till death, unfortunately, for Mr. Musk. But even still, like the logo, did he go to Fiverr
Probably.
for X? Well,
Probably.
eh.
For a billionaire, he is really cheap. So
Surprisingly. All right. Let's see if you can get the other four. I've got a clothing brand. I've got a popular soda brand. I have a breakfast item,
Mm.
and I have a high-end clothing brand.
I feel like one of them is, well, maybe not. I don't know if it was a rebrand, but I do remember like Balenciaga being in the news. I don't know if they're, would they are they one of them?
Balenciaga not on the list, but you're on the right track. They modernized their logo away from something very unique.
Gosh, I don't know. I work just grunt style, so I'm not really sure that I'm suited to talk about clothes.
Oh.
Breakfast.
Specifically, they redesigned their box.
Oh gosh, it's like right on the tip of my tongue. Shoot, I'm horrible at this game. Oh my god, who was that? I want to say Lucky Charms, but I don't. It's not Lucky Charms.
It is a beverage
For breakfast?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I don't know. That's a beverage. Interesting. What about? I don't know. Let's just go with it. Ensure.
Tropicana.
Oh, I would have never thought about that.
Tropicana went away from having an orange on the box.
Oh yeah, you gotta have the orange on the box.
Instead, they just put a glass of orange juice.
Lame. Where was I when that happened? Probably under a rock.
Let's go for the soda brand. Big name.
Well, I know Pepsi tried to rebrand at one time, and like their
It
logo.
is Pepsi.
Yeah,
Yes.
there we go. Okay, like their logo
Pepsi
just like
with-
what are you doing?
They took away the style, and they did that whole brand. I don't know if you remember that whole fiasco with the brand document and the gravitational pull of the Pepsi logo, and
yeah, it was weird.
it's about the biggest nonsense ever. Clothing store typically associated with children, but definitely have adult style clothing.
Gap.
Gap. Number 2 on the list. Well done.
Yay.
They changed from the blue square to the word Gap with a tiny blue square next to it. Just losing, it weakens the brand to me.
Yeah, some of these rebrands, like to me, I'm kind of like, why? Like they weren't dramatic changes, but they were enough to be like, why? Like, what made you think that we should take the blue box away and then put it off to the side? It's just so interesting to me.
And the last one, the high-end brand you're not probably going to get is Burberry.
Oh yeah, I would have never got that one. Come on,
they had a Ralph Lauren style equestrian logo,
right?
And they went down to just the word Burberry in the big sans serif font, like everybody else.
Weird,
totally killing their unique brand identity, in my opinion. So top 5 list.
Well, I got a couple of them.
You did.
Had to have a little help, but I got there.
I mean, you got Pepsi all on your own. So.
I did. That's true.
Gap. You pulled that one square out of somewhere.
Well, I mean, pretty much because you gave me enough hints that it was like, okay, baby Gap. I was like, oh, Gap. Yeah, it was either Gap or Old Navy, one of the two.
Oh man.
So
but speaking about brands, I want to talk this week about brand collabs. We've talked about brand collabs in the past, and I just want to talk through like psychology. Why do collabs work? And then maybe, how can brands that follow this podcast start to leverage collabs?
Yes, my headphone died, so I didn't catch a lot of what you said. But collabs are good. You should do them.
I mean, collabs are really interesting because people love different things.
We're talking like business collabs, right?
Yes.
Yeah, like the Kate Spade and Heinz ketchup kind of thing.
Yeah, people love things. And then when you can bring those two things together in one space, while it's going to alienate some of the following of those brands, the people who resonate with both of those things, it's going to be extremely attractive.
Mm-hmm. No, 100%. And I mean, to me, you're also utilizing each other's followings.
Absolutely. You're tapping into a market that's not necessarily focusing on you, but bringing you into their spotlight.
Yeah. Like I would never associate Kate Spade with Heinz ketchup, but like they definitely got in front of some like different people than usual.
Absolutely. I mean, I look at like Wendy's
Mm.
just did the SpongeBob Krabby Patty deal.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw so many videos of Wendy's employees just being like completely exhausted making Krabby Patties. They sold so many damn Krabby Patties.
I mean, that's a great collab. I mean, who doesn't love SpongeBob? And then think about the amount of kids that came in, like parents
Oh,
and everything, right? Like because their kids watch SpongeBob, and then honestly, this goes back to kind of like nostalgia, which we've talked about in previous episodes. For like me and you, like there was a time like in our childhood that like SpongeBob was like a thing. I mean, granted, we were older when SpongeBob came out, but like it was still like SpongeBob
oh yeah.
and
I
Patrick
mean,
and
SpongeBob is a top IP, top 50 IP on the planet.
mhm.
I'm sure of it.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. And so what's interesting about that collab in particular is that the audience that desires the product is not the buying audience. If we're leaning towards children.
Right.
But now Wendy's has children saying to their parents, "Take me to Wendy's. I must
Mhm.
have Krabby Patty." I don't know why the kids are all Russian, but mother.
Now I'm just picturing a kid in the back seat with a Russian accent that wants Wendy's.
He's got an Ushanka on.
little like travel size thing of vodka in his hand. Like that. This is perfect.
I must have Krabby Patty.
Oh my god, you do a good Russian accent. I like that.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I try. I do D&D, so I do a lot of accents.
Yeah, no, that's great. But I like the whole collab thing. I mean, it's been around like so. One of the industries I was in for a long time was the supplement industry, and we saw a lot of collabs, like legitimate collabs, not just like rip you off kind of collabs, with like flavoring. So of like the products. So you like Ghost. And so like Ghost is a good example, which their energy, I don't know if it was all of Ghost or just their energy drink side, got bought for like a couple billion by the company that owns Dr. Pepper, which is basically Pepsi, I think. But anyways, their flavoring, like they literally went out to Sour Patch Kids, to Skittles, to this. And so like on their packaging was legitimate licensed Skittles IP. The flavoring was like precise to Skittles, to Sour Patch Kids. And it wasn't like the ripoff. But like for somebody like me who really loves Sour Patch Kids, I was like, hell yeah, I want to try that. Like, that's probably got to be delicious. And so you were grabbing market share from other supplement companies by having that like mini collab of flavors, and also piggybacking off of the companies who own Sour Patch Kids and stuff like that.
Yeah. More recently, Coca-Cola Oreo.
Oh, yeah.
I got suckered.
Mm-hmm.
I got suckered and I bought a pack of that.
Mm-hmm. How'd it taste?
It was strangely Oreo flavored.
That's wild. Right.
But they got a sale out of me. Was $4.50 or whatever it was.
Even if it's just for the curiosity.
Yeah. Well, that's the other thing is it's like people who aren't consuming on a regular basis may become consumers.
Right.
When you do that.
I almost feel like you can like test out the collab on like a exclusive limited run basis. Like you're not necessarily trying to make like, I highly doubt Kate Spade is going to continue to sell Heinz ketchup stuff. It was probably very limited quantity. Same thing with Coke and all these like interesting flavor collabs and candy collabs and stuff like that. Like they're very limited runs. But then, so you're just kind of trying it just a tip, just to see how it feels kind of thing. And then go from there into maybe full blown, okay, everybody really liked this. Let's leave it here. Like look at all the Doritos.
Oh my gosh. Well, I was just about to say the key is to find where your audience can be.
Mm-hmm. I like that.
Master of this is Lego.
Oh yeah. Don't they have a collab coming out with Nike?
Oh, Lego has done like Air Jordans, like build your own Air Jordans.
Yeah. They've had that,
or
but like
Air Force Ones or something. I can't remember exactly which one it is.
Yeah.
Like
they used to
Lego
be big with
is
Adidas.
Selling product because people like other stuff.
Oh, 100%. Dude, go to a Lego store. I'm sure you have. But it blows my mind, the stuff that you can get and build and everything. Star Wars, Lord of the Rings, like D&D, everything. Roses, gardening stuff. It's crazy.
Absolutely.
Mario. Like we bought my son a Bluetooth Lego. That really blew my mind. Bluetooth Lego set. I was like, what? Dude, we didn't have these back in the day. But yeah, no, 100%. You're totally right.
Yeah. Mine was like the first collab Lego I ever bought was like the Titanic.
And it just came with a door and two little
Oh
figurines.
no. But yeah, I think businesses at the lower and mid-market level maybe don't think about collab
No.
as an option. And the reality is that there are different ecosystems that your business lives in. Even if you're a local business,
Mm-hmm.
you can do collabs. If you own a local restaurant, find a local bar, distillery, winery and get a blend from them
Mm-hmm.
to sell in
Mm-hmm.
your restaurant. That's going to take all the people who are interested in that product and bring them through your doors.
100%.
You know, you've got to think a little bit outside the box, but you can do collabs at a local level. It is very doable.
Mm-hmm.
And it just takes all of the trust that people have in the other brand and fuses it together with the trust of your brand.
Yeah. It's just a whole different way of marketing. No, it's not. I think I like that you brought up that like even local businesses can do it, because there's definitely this thought and feeling that like only big brands can get away with it.
Yeah, you don't have to be Trojan teaming up with Dr. Pepper.
I would like to see that.
That one's free. That one's free there, Trojan. You can still be local and have collaboration with other companies.
Mm-hmm.
One of the most successful local marketing campaigns I've ever ran. This was way back in the day when I was doing more consultative marketing, but I was working with a high-end men's hair salon, and we went and got 3 separate collabs with local men's businesses. One was a distillery. We brought their whiskey in, so you got a glass of their whiskey with your haircut.
Nice.
Okay. We got a cigar company to give a cigar to every premium member, one a month. And we got a golf membership place. If you got a haircut, you got 50% off your next round of golf.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
And so those 3 places promoted the hair salon, and the hair salon did marketing for the other 3. And it was wildly successful. We were dragging people in like crazy. They couldn't book enough. Like they didn't have enough stylists.
There you go.
So you can absolutely execute on a collab. Find your Avengers team up.
Avengers. I'm gonna be Deadpool.
Well, I'm sad to say he's not an Avenger.
I know. He tried so hard in the last movie, though.
He did.
Yeah.
He got so close. Deadpool doesn't need the Avengers.
No.
He just needs Wrexham Soccer Company.
Yeah.
Oh man, if that's a whole nother topic. We could talk Ryan Reynolds for a whole episode.
Oh,
that
dude's
man
brilliant.
is a marketing genius.
Yeah, 100%.
Time limited. The man is the master of time limited. So good. But yeah, collabs. Definitely consider them. Look at them. Do them. I really like them.
If you don't do them, Jake will find you. He has a special set of skills in SEO and marketing and branding.
Oh man. From an SEO perspective, though, there is some value there. All right. Well, Mitch, I think it's time for the old 7 minutes in heaven segment.
I know you're waiting for me to do the song. You said it goes in post now. I haven't seen it though, so I'm gonna do it anyways.
We'll dub it like a Japanese anime.
Ooh. Yes. Do it. I'm in it. Do it.
All right, this is 7 minutes in heaven with Mission Church. Go.
So you just know me, man. I'm weird about navigations being so close. Like if you have logo left, I want your navigation to be in the middle, but that's just me. And then it's kind of, let's make that more white.
Yeah, absolutely. It's lost. It's lost easily. In fact, my very first comment on this is I just don't know where to go next.
No, 100%. And like the video's cut off. It's not sized right. You know, that white, it's just, you don't really know what to do. You're like, cool, a video. Like, look at that giant volleyball.
Helping you live a full life by finding and following Jesus. It's not, I mean, you say you in there, but like, if I didn't know this was a church, what is this?
Yeah, no, for sure.
I think there needs to be more church forward verbiage here.
Mm-hmm.
I'll say it. I have no problem saying it. I hate above the fold background videos.
Oh, they're so annoying. I
hate it.
Thank you for saying that.
I hate it. Is that a personal opinion? To a degree.
Yeah, but I mean, No, like I don't like them either, and I don't think a lot of people like them. Like they look cool for most people that don't know, but like they're so distracting.
And from an SEO perspective, you are reducing or you're increasing your full load time for above the fold, which is going to result in worse SEO.
True. Didn't
If
think
you're going to
about
have a
that.
video, put it down the page.
Yeah.
Put it down the page. Let's give this the old scroll, though. Current
Scrolling,
events. I
scrolling,
do like that we get
scrolling.
straight to events. It is a community aspected site, so share
They've
what's
got
going on in the community.
local
I'm
schools. Now
assuming.
you know when there's baptisms.
I assumed these were clickable, by the way.
Probably not.
Oh, one of them was.
Wow.
Whoa. Yikes.
I mean, you can apply. I mean, that button's above the fold a little bit, but everything else. Now they
bit.
go to a see-through header,
With
transparent
a
header.
strange.
You can still see the line because that's where
they have a drop shadow on the heading.
Yeah.
But we're going see-through, but we didn't remove the drop shadow.
Now it looks like we're trying to cut a child's head off and a woman's like most of her head off.
Yeah, with the W over her eye, it looks like some kind of like artsy fartsy image.
Yeah. Font could be blacker and a little bit bigger. It's kind of hard for my old eyes to read.
Wow. Okay. A little bit of text here. Button to the application. I do like a good call to action. You like big buttons. It's a good size button. Buttons.
It's not bad.
It's not a bad size button.
No, I've seen smaller.
A little video. Ooh.
That's tiny. That's tiny.
Hold on. I got to give this a fair shake because I do have a very, very large screen.
That's what she said. It's still small.
It is still small. In fact, we can know exactly how small it is.
I'm not. No, I'm not going to touch it.
It is 17 pixels,
wow.
which is within the acceptable range.
Right.
16 to 18 pixels for your baseline font is an acceptable range of design. However, because you also have the lighter coloring on it and you're going full width, it's much more difficult to consume.
Right. And the other fonts are huge. Like the sections or whatever they want to call those, like the headers.
Yep.
They're huge compared to that 17. So they're probably like what, 36, 40 something.
Like if I'm scrolling this page, I'm literally just reading headers. I'm not reading any of that text.
No. We can move that button up a little higher.
Another application.
That's a small button.
Back to the home page here. Everyone always. Sounds like Vin Diesel in a Fast and Furious film. Everyone always.
We're family. Let's go have a barbecue.
Also, this is a pause button?
Interesting.
Eh?
Okay.
Technology.
Yeah.
Messages, next step events. We can get into more stuff here. Find out about the church. Live streaming links. I feel like this should be higher.
Yeah, I agree.
Personally. Because
you're at the bottom. Here. Yeah.
Excellent. What a lovely family. Let's learn about the church here real quick. Who we are. Again, the drop shadow. Ooh, these don't need to be toggles.
No, there's
these
not
should
much
just be their own sections.
Yeah.
So one comment here, this is a failure of full width design. We have a situation here where I think if you boxed this in at like 12 or 1400 pixels width and do a box style design, you would actually improve the user experience significantly.
Yeah, no, I agree. It's too wide.
So,
and I'm not a big fan
of images.
Like
it's kind of bland.
I'm not a fan of having, cause not everybody knows. I mean, it's got the plus signs, but they're like, because it's like, to your point, wide, full width, they're way over to the right. And then I'm not a fan of those kind of like drop downs unless there's like a ton of information in them, but it doesn't look like there is.
I just realized this is definitely designed for mobile.
Oh, yeah.
Much more consumable on mobile.
Right.
So I'll give them 2 points back.
Okay.
Refund.
2 points.
Refund some points. All right.
You're tithing 2 points to the church.
Yeah. We'll call it a tax write-off.
I like it.
Yeah. Give me your 501c3.
Oh no. We're going to hell.
Well, that is our 7 minutes in heaven with Mission Church.
7 minutes in heaven with the church. Cut that out.
You know he won't.
I know he won't.
You know he won't. Oh
we can clip that and put it on TikTok. That's awesome.
I don't know how to end this episode now. I'm lost.
Let's see. We can just go real fast and be like, hey, quick recap. Google's still drunk.
Google's still drunk.
Google's like just been on drugs all year long. It's been very, very annoying. Do collabs. If you don't do them, if you don't do collabs, Jake is going to find you and do your SEO marketing and collabs for you. And then church stuff.
I don't know why I Robert De Niro'd that comment.
Oh, you need to get you like a little bald cap kind of thing, from one of his movies.
I definitely can't do a De Niro accent though, so I'm not even gonna try.
I kind of want to hear it now.
No, that's not. This is not how we end things.
Oh,
he's not in my repertoire.
You do a good Russian though. Oh,
Walken
Christopher Walken.
The episode.
Yeah, ooh, there you go. Do it, Christopher Walken us out of here.
Mitch, where can I find you?
You can find me on your favorite social media platforms and YouTube as Beardpreneur, or if you are looking for digital marketing in 2025, because I'm currently not taking clients, but you can go to barhammarketing.com.
Excellent. And if you want some SEO or general review of your website, you can find me at thewizard.marketing or on your favorite social platform as The Wizard Marketing. Until next time, Mitch, or I guess I'll see you at our mastermind group.
Yes.
For our next podcast.
Absolutely, we will.
If you want to come hang out with us.
We help people with their marketing, with their clients, help level them up. Come learn. You hear me say really wild and stupid things.
Oh, yeah. Mitch shows his screen. And sometimes
what you see
is terrifying.
Yeah. Sometimes you're like, ooh, should have changed tabs, my guy.
I thought that didn't get any search results. But now I know there's at least one.
Oh, Lord.
I didn't know you could use that like that. Anyways, join the mastermind. You can find it at teachme4m.com. Teach me the number 4, the letter m.com. We'd love to have you in there. Until the next one, adios, Buenos Aires,
hasta luego,
arrivederci, and all those sweet goodbye things. So.